Gonna post these in some of the different groups. Okay, so Alex knows the drill from last time, but basically same thing as last time. I'm gonna, even though I'm streaming this on my channel, I'm still gonna treat this as a personal VOD review lesson with YouTube. So I'm not gonna try to interact with chat that much, or do much with that. I'm just gonna talk to you guys, and this will just be on my channel. You guys can watch it later or whatever. All right, we're gonna start. Okay, so we're doing the match between you guys. So this is gonna be, wait, this is not the right match. Whoops.
Oh no, that's me. I'm up there right now.
Oh wait, yeah, they haven't changed the name. Yeah. We're gonna do this match, and then I have a few things to say about your first match, Ryan. And I feel like we'll just talk a little, very briefly about that one. But let's just do this match first, so we can focus on this one. Oh, whoops. All right.
As we go in, let's go ahead and raise the banner for the next.
So, like I asked you, Felix and Alex last time, how do you guys feel about this matchup? Are you guys familiar with this matchup? Practiced it, etc., etc.? Any thoughts?
So basically, I'm pretty sure we played each other at Weiss, or what is it called? The Carter's $500 tournament, and that was a pretty interesting match because before that I actually had not played against it, and I think it was pretty early into when, I don't exactly know when Key came out, but basically all I remember is that I got him to 3-2 and then triple Marianed, and then he lived.
But I think I remember that too. I survived triple Mario. I did not expect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then I finished with the Suzu finish there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in terms of this matchup, I mean, I know like the general idea of Kanata Marine, so I can't say that like I didn't know how to completely play this matchup. Mainly like at around like level 2, I just know that like my goal is to try and maintain card advantage as well as push for damage, which is which I guess we'll talk about later, because that's one of the areas that I found in this match where I like made a really big mistake, which I think cost me the game. I think that's like the game plan of what he at least wants to do against Kanata Marine.
Sure. Okay. Well, starts out with Aqua already. Great player. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Can't get better than that. Crazy, dude. Alright. Okay. Alright. Ryan. What? Is that the... Is that the Fumio in your head? That's Rin. Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's Rin.
Oh, that's Rin. Okay, you're fine here then.
And actually, he is able to just pay it out instantly because he can crash the Kana at least. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do exactly that. Crashes in the.
Like ever since Weiss 500, I played it like a few more times, but like not that much. But I have a bare bones like knowledge on this matchup. But I know that at 2 I pretty much should dominate like the board, and so I need to like try and stall it too. That's what at least I thought. Either that or get to 3 first. It's either 3, like get to 3 first and then combo so that he can't use his finisher.
Yeah. I mean, you get to 3 first and you stock swap.
Yeah.
If you get to 3 first but you don't have stock swap, you lose. Otherwise, you just heal loop at level 2. Yeah, you just don't want to be anywhere near potential kill range. But at the same time, you also need to put pressure, because if you heal loop but you don't give them enough pressure, and the key player can continue building resources, they can stock swap Fumio Misuzu, and I'm pretty sure stock swap Fumio Misuzu actually just kills from level 1. And I feel like people don't do this. Did you do this?
I did the same opening, as the other game.
I feel like you don't. I feel like you don't need to be here, Alex. Like, if you can open like this every game, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
And I have the Marine CX and the what is it called?
The Kanata CX.
Kanata.
Yeah.
So I was debating on
Playing it here.
Playing it, and
Wait.
I do end up playing it.
Yeah.
To like try and get an early lead because I'm pretty sure I don't remember exactly how much I see out. How many were out?
2. I think 2 at the moment revealed to you at least, but I think
He has 2. No. It should be. You should know 3 because he salvaged 1. So you should know the one that he salvaged. So you should know at least 3, but it's 4.
Oh, 3, right.
Yeah.
But as we'll see, the cancels were nutty, but I think it was good for him that he canceled. I don't.
I mean, if you 100% play climax here because you have 3 plussing zeros.
Yeah.
So like if you don't play the climax, you're actually gonna be in a really awkward situation the following turn, because you have a bunch of plussing zeros that are giving, specifically the Aki gives you selective advantage that you want to actually use, but if you're overhand, you're gonna like, it's actually like not good later. So
yeah.
Really bad for Ryan.
okay, the commentators are saying this is really bad, but I actually don't think this is really bad, right? I think this is fine.
It's those perfect cancels.
I think this is very fine actually, because
I think this is fine for me.
yeah, because you have a stock, which is like really good, and
like, theoretically I could have like sent you to like 1-5.
We were talking about it earlier, but yeah.
Or like.
Okay.
Yes.
So so the thing here is like,
But is it known though?
like
Can Ryan recover?
how do I say this?
He only has 1 stock to work with, so he's not gonna be able to mill him.
Do you feel like
He's going to
I don't know how to say this correctly. Like, do you feel like you need to force yourself to level up here,
does not.
Ryan?
For me, honestly, no. And I think I'd prefer to not. Oh, actually, do I end up doing it?
Yeah, you do this. Okay, so you do this play, and I don't think it's bad, right? I don't think it's bad that you're forcing yourself to level up, because now that you're level 1, you have the option of using the 1-0 event, right? And the 1-0 event would be able to get you stock, and then you would be able to use that stock to get like more pieces or whatever and stuff like that, right? However, you don't have the 3-2 Suzu in hand at this point, right? Yeah. And was there a way for you to get it?
Probably
It doesn't see Rin Drop Search is probably your only way to get it, right? Yeah. So like and you don't have the 1-0 event in hand. I see. Okay, you don't have the 1-0 event in hand. And you're using this to get the 2. So I think this play is pretty good overall, but I do think you got very lucky here by
With that Rico.
with the Rico, right? I think if you didn't hit that Rico, this turn actually looks pretty bad, right? And the thing is like I would argue that you don't need to hit yourself to 1 here, because like you don't have 1-0 event in hand anyways. So like even if you hit yourself to 1, like without the Rico, you're at most getting 1-0 event into hand, and then like
will he be able to challenge my board?
He has the the level 0 red, the red 0 that he played over gets 1k on turn, so it would have been 3k, and he would have been able to kill at least one of the Akis. And then he also has the, what do you call it? He has the Rico, so he can Rico for a different 0 here, right? He also has a stock.
Would the Aqua be safe?
No, it depends on what he uses his stock on, right? Because he also has a stock, so he could have used the stock to drop search for something rather than use it for the top 4, right? So yeah. So again, like I think something you can consider thinking here is like whether or not you actually need to take the -1, because like your opponent just played a climax. Your opponent's playing Kanamari. They just played a climax. They're probably not gonna play another climax the following turn, because unless they like draw into a stock soul and they still have a ton of hand or something, right? In that case, they're probably just gonna swing 1-1-1, and then you're gonna retain your entire board because they're all zeros. You can at least side. You don't have to crash, right? So like you're not actually gonna level up here, even if you don't mill out, and you could definitely like get a better turn the following turn.
That's a good point, actually. I think part of the reason why I went for this play was also like I was thinking like, oh, you know, I just got like all those cancels, so like, if I don't, I guess try to like at least swing back with about the same amount of damage, you could potentially get ahead. Get ahead, because like I don't think my next turn I'm gonna be canceling as much. But
Yeah.
I guess that's a good point. It's like Kanata Marin doesn't probably obviously doesn't want to play their green CX until level 2, so unless he like drew into another Marin CX, I guess they're
Right. Like you are at a bad deck state, but you're also, yeah, you have to think about like how much damage your opponent is going to threaten on the follow-up turn. And like they do have like the 2-soul triggers, so that's something to worry about potentially. But also like in this situation, you don't really have good tools to mill out anyways, because you don't have the Misuzu, you don't have the 1-0 event. So even though you did the the Fukujiro, you mill 4 with that, you're still like, you still have a ton of cards left in deck, right? That your compression is still bad. If that mill 4 milled more climaxes, you'd be in like potentially even a worse situation here, right? And then if you didn't get lucky with the recode, you'd have you wouldn't be able to search out the second event, which is like pretty big. So it's like, it's kind of like you're so screwed that like, and you don't have a way to like completely mill through your deck like immediately on hand. So like sometimes it's better just to give up and be like, I'm gonna present 3 bodies, I will at most take like a level here, but at least like I'm still gonna retain hand advantage, I'm still going to like be resource efficient, and I'll have the climax for the following turn, whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah, I do think you got lucky here because the Rico hit, but if the Rico didn't hit here, this turn would look very bad, right? I think.
I agree.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, watching through this again, I don't think leveling was necessary.
Yeah, food for thought. Yeah, not necessarily. I think that's something that a lot of players like. It's like the difference between like, I would say, an intermediate player and a player who's like really like at the next level is like identifying when it's impossible to mill out and just like giving up, right? And then like playing for like the alternate win. Like there's so many games, and when I was playing back in SoCal, where like, because like SoCal's pretty competitive, so you get a lot of players who like are in that zone of like they want to be competitive and they're learning. And one of the first things that people like learn as a competitive ice player is like, oh, you gotta mill, right? Like make sure your deck compression is good. And I would see players just burn like 4 to 5 stock and a bunch of hand resources just to mill out, and then they would just lose the game afterwards, even though their compression was like quote unquote good. And they're just so confused like why they lose. But it's entirely just because they wasted so many resources trying to mill and get into a good deck state that they just lost the game, right? And playing the mini game of compression. So yeah. This is also why I hate milling compared to like searching, because searching guarantees clean cards, but milling is like a crapshoot, right?
Right, and then I guess to hammer in on that thought as well, like I think I remember at this specific phase in the game, I had the exact same thing. Basically what you just said, because it's like, oh, you know, my compression is really bad right now. I think in this state of the game I have like, I think like a lot of deck left, but only like 2 or 3 climaxes now, I think.
Yeah.
Or I just remember the compression itself was like not very.
Yeah,
good,
you should only have 2 climaxes left in deck right now.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's like a fat stack, right? So the fact that you milled, well, how many you milled? You milled an extra 6 cards. The fact that you milled 6 cards actually doesn't really matter here. Yeah, like your compression is still awful. You know, it's still like very unfavorable for you. Although I think the nice thing is that you're probably gonna keep your 1-0s here, which is good. Yeah. Yeah.
Currently, I'm thinking about just going straight to 2 to do Kanato turn.
Oh, I see.
So, which I do. I do go, and I do 2 Kanatas.
You do 2 contests, but you're not getting the heal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in this matchup, the heal is so much more important than like anything else, because like healing means that you're out of lethal range. Like I think the only reason you'd go to 2 right here is if you feel like you can do it and contest both of the 1-0s, and then like force him in like a in like a very bad like
I was
resource
thinking his deck
situation.
state was pretty. Like I was thinking, you know, it's like his deck state is pretty bad, right? Like
Yeah.
also, and so I thought if I went 2 and slammed climax that I could stick quite a bit of damage.
Quite a bit of damage here. I see. I see. Okay, but so you have 2. So let's see here. Like
Should I have done both the aqua? Like, so I did the aqua and the aqua gave me 2 helmets.
Right.
So that made me.
Oh, that made you think that you could potentially go for this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. So wait, where's your yeah, okay, there you go. I'm like, what? Okay, and then do you do
I do the Rico.
Yeah, Roboco here. All right. Okay.
I see.
I think that's a CX.
That's a CX, yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, so here, do you have a brainstorm in hand?
I believe I do.
Okay, here you like 100% get the Kanta, right? Yeah, there you go. You're cooking. All right, Kanta, stock from hand, brainstorm, right?
I should have done that, maybe.
Wait, you didn't do that?
I did not do that.
That seems pretty good here. Cause like you need bodies on board anyways. And then like and then you also want to mill out here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so you grab it, but you don't go for it? What do you do instead then? Cause you need to play. Oh, so you just do you have enough hard?
For Mario, I believe, I think, right? I don't
I
think
just go double. I just do double.
You just double here?
Yeah. He just double. Sorry, I said Mario. I meant Kanata. Yeah, he just double.
You just
Kanata.
double Kanta here?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess since the Oski's still on board, I guess that's fine. The brainstorm play would make you -1, but you would be able to get the extra mill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you not worried about your own deck state here? You're out 5, right?
Yeah.
5. I feel like if you're worried about your deck state, you could just do the Kanta stock from hand play here. And then get the brainstorm. Because you have the helmets, so the helmets, you're going to get your pieces no matter what. Yeah, I think it's like
a good line.
Also another thing you can think about is like if you play the Kanta over the Oski, you can stock from hand and then use the Oski to get something you want from the waiting room, and it's stock neutral. You take Aki, yeah, it's stock neutral and hand neutral because it's one hand to stock, and then you're gonna heal, right? So it's like that's also something you could do here. Like that wasn't an option before, right? Yeah, so that's
now
also.
That I know there's a climax, I can, brainstorm.
Yeah, because the brainstorm is gonna plus you 1. And then you know that like the Oski, if you stock 1, you can also use the Oski to get something from your waiting room. I mean, but I think this is fine. Like you have enough resource for everything here, so you're fine here. Like this is not bad. Is this like you're just kind of banking on that the 2 soul is gonna stick, and that you're gonna cancel the next turn.
What I did is I didn't give the soul to one of them, and so I swung for 4. I thought, like,
wait.
I gave the soul. I swung for 4 on
wait.
one of the contests.
Why wouldn't you just swing Aki first here?
If he sides, that's at least 1 less damage for Ryan as well.
There it is.
Are you saying like for 4 on the Aki instead?
Yeah. I mean, I think
that makes sense.
I mean, I think I would swap both. Like you know your opponent's super out. You just want to push like Omega damage here. So like I would just change both, stock soul, and then swing Aki first.
And then swing Aki first.
Yeah, and it's 4 for 4. Right.
Or it'd be what is it?
It'd be 4 4 4 4. Like right now you're doing.
He's only gonna give the +1.
Right now you're doing like 2 3 2.
4 3 2. Or wait.
Or so right now your soul count is 2 3 2. Right. So the center is 3. The sides are 2. And then one of them is gonna be 4. But I'm saying like if you changed both of the Kantas, it'd be 3 3 2, and you would attack with the Oski first, so it'd be 4 3 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or more damage, right?
And then that's just more damage, and like I mean you don't have to worry about like anti-change or anything here.
Yeah.
Your opponent's 1-0. Yeah, so like you're fine. If you're like really that paranoid about anti-change, you could even side the level 0. But like I think like yeah, just like it's free damage, right? effectively at this point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. All right, so it's 4, and then I'm assuming you just event here or no? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I definitely want to event here.
These are crazy events.
RNG the event seems good. 1, 2, 3. Wow, you hit. Very good. Blind stock.
No,
and you cancel on 4. What a god, dude. Okay, so now you're Bing chilling. You don't event here, right? Oh my gosh! And then now you event here. You side here, right? Okay.
Yeah, he sided.
Yeah, you side there, right? Okay. Good play there.
Did I side?
You 100.
Or
no, you 100. Yeah. Wait.
I fronted it.
Wait, you front. Wait, why didn't you event?
Yeah, I mean now clocking yourself, damaging yourself.
Wait, Ryan, why didn't you invent? That was guaranteed.
Wait, was he actually out? All?
Yeah.
I was out then.
You were out all. That was 3. It was 3 damage and waiting in deck, right? It's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can event here because you have Rin in your hand, right?
Right.
Right. So you can always Rin for Misuzu, and then you always have you'll have the hand because you can double resonance, right?
Yeah, I think the idea was that I valued the extra card in hand then, because I was thinking 2 damage isn't that bad in the scenario, and I'd rather have that extra hand for maybe.
No, it's not just about the 2 damage. It's about the compression though, because it's +4 compression. Because it's a brainstorm. All 3 stays out and the event stays out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a ton of free compression for you here, because you don't have clock compression here. You're 1-0, so your deck's not very compressed.
That's true.
Yeah, so I would just event for the compression, and it's basically guaranteed 2 stock, and then 2 stock is equal to 2 hand because of double resonance.
Right.
So as long as because you have, I would not do that if you don't have Rin drop search, but you have Rin drop search here, so it's it's super free.
Yeah. But because I didn't do that, I was able to draw into the Misuzu, which was also very.
Okay, cool. Hindsight 2020. But yeah, I mean you have the Rin, so you just drop search for it. It's fine.
No, you're right. You're definitely right. Yeah, it was just that I think at the moment I was just thinking 2 damage. I'm okay with taking the 2 damage, and then having that extra
card in hand, yeah,
might be nicer, especially since he has Kanatas now. So I'm gonna start bleeding resources at this phase in the game.
Okay, well, I mean,
very nice refresh.
I mean, you say you're bleeding resources, but you're gonna have a shit ton of stock, and you get a +2 every turn with double resonance. So that is the exact opposite of bleeding resources. That's the wrong card, by the way. All right.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the cool thing is let's say you do that and your compression is actually good. Then here when you resonate, you don't have to dig that far. You can just top card, and then now you're super compressed. You triple crash, and then he triple directs, and you triple cancel, and you just do that forever, right? That's actually how you win the game.
Yeah.
At this situation, because you're behind on resources. So when you're behind in this situation, you just want to push, and then you don't have to worry about stock swap because you're paying 2 every turn to get cards back in your hand, but you're gonna be super head on damage, and so even if he stock swap triple marines you or whatever, he won't be able to kill you, right? So that's the game plan when you're ahead in damage but behind on resources. You just got that's what you go for with Key. Yeah.
Should I have been siding on? Or I get the point. Siding on the. I should have sided on the 0. But what about probably not on the level 1s, right?
Oh yeah, no, you
100%
front the level 1, yes.
Yeah, front the level 1s. Yeah, you don't want those.
Yeah, if you let that stay alive and he has a climax again, you're so sad.
He just keeps going.
Yeah. You always front. Even if they can event, you still front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much value.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna always try and force to help it out, especially if
if they're compressed.
Yeah, exactly. You make a pick between keeping the level 1 or ruining compression. Yeah. I think the idea behind grabbing this was just to add the stocks.
To add the stock swap back to hand?
Yeah.
Wait, why would you do that right now though?
I have a habit of like just holding onto it if I like see it, cause.
But like you have event swap.
I mean, I wonder if it's just like just grab the CX, just whatever push.
In hand right now?
No, I mean just in the deck. Like that's like a more important piece to hold on to, right? Event swap is just better.
I see.
Because event swap also pops one of your characters, so like it just also helps you set up for like the Misuzu finisher condition.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so like that's why I'm like, you don't need a. Wait, why are you grabbing the 2-1 here?
So that's 2 in hand, 1 clock.
I think at the time I was thinking like I could use it to maybe like bounce a Kanata back.
Why would you want to bounce a Kanata?
Not. I don't think I'd want to. I think.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely Sayuri is better. But I think at the time the idea was that like I have an answer to one.
Sure.
But,
It's also one of those things where you want to keep soul triggers in the deck for the most part. So like if you're gripping too many cards with soul triggers and they're not like in your waiting room and getting refreshed in your deck, your attacks are like way worse.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, you're swapping and you swap the.
I swapped it with Fumio.
Fumio, that's fine. I mean, again, like I don't think you need to prioritize stock swap this early. It's also one thing in this matchup. It's like you kind of don't want to hold stock swap because if you hold stock swap, the content player is going to be incentivized to just heal loop, which is something you don't want to do. But if you don't hold stock swap, they might potentially like get themselves uncompressed, and then it's easy for you to get access to the stock swap. And it's like it's way like you can blindside them way better like that. If you're holding the stock swap like from this point, like he's just gonna heal loop, right? So like it's like pretty bad. Like you're basically incentivizing him to play better. It's like not good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll keep that. And I guess like since I do run the red Otonashi,
Yeah.
I do always have a way to stock swap for the.
Yeah, because you're gonna always have the 1-0 event in hand, and then Otonashi will always be able to event swap that with a 3 with the stock swap, and getting rid of a card on your hand on your board doesn't mean anything in this deck.
Right.
Yeah, it's like not a minus because like you need your front row empty anyways. Like sometimes your opponent is going to like attempt to keep your characters on your board just so like if they don't think you're holding Otonashi, they'll like side 3 times, and then you're actually not going to be able to get rid of your units if you don't have like enough girls in memory or whatever, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, if you can get a CX, I mean, he can also salvage to just grab exactly a CX swap.
Okay, so here you're in a pretty good position. Double Kanta still on board. So right here, you should be thinking about how many times can you heal this turn, right? So you don't have climax in hand, right?
I do not. I have Bay.
But you have Bay, yeah. So I think play here is Bay to get climax, and if you get climax, how many times can you heal? I think that's what you should be thinking about.
I'm pretty sure I have 1 CX in, and it's the Marian CX.
Okay.
At this point. So what happens this turn is what happens is I dig for the Marian CX and end up not being able to heal, but get the cards to hand in stock. That's
what do you mean not be able to heal? Cause
I'm guessing he wasn't able to CX swap.
you should be able to heal at least.
I was able to CX swap, but I don't believe
you should be able to heal at least once here, no matter what. Wait, I'll check your play.
We'll see.
Like even if you use both sides of Bay and the CX swap, you should still be able to heal once.
So I mean, unless it's the very last card, but.
So, cause you definitely have enough hand to heal here. So let's see what you do here. Wait, why'd you stop there? You didn't go 3?
I think I got the Marian CX at that point.
I thought you added Shion to hand here. No?
Or did I?
That was Shion.
Oh,
you added
maybe
Shion to hand. Why didn't you go 3 here?
This is not 3D. It's not 2D.
I'm not sure.
Were you thinking of going to Shion instead?
I don't think that is what I was thinking.
Okay, then that's kind of weird then. Why'd you stop?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also, you need a way to kill this Bay, right?
Still mulling over his options.
He does kill it. I just.
I think I played over it.
With like a brainstorm probably here, right?
I mean,
Yeah. Do you have the brainstorm?
Although he does know that.
He plays something.
there's a stock swap. I mean,
Oh, you Roboco?
Yeah.
Oh, Robo.
Oh, okay.
Prime,
All right, Roboco effect first.
So using the
Yeah, so it was a Xion, right? You added the Xion to hand. That's kind of weird.
Yes.
Well, we should be salvaging Brainstorm here.
grab the bay again.
if he really wants
Yeah,
it.
he really wants it.
What's the idea behind getting the brainstormer?
Brainstorm gives power, and Brainstorm 5 draws cards, and you can draw climaxes. Like, having Brainstorm is good. If you miss the climax here, you 100% sack Kanata for Brainstorm, and you Brainstorm.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think
Interesting.
trying to, like,
Alright, cause then you Brainstorm the climax, and then you have a chance to draw the other one. You grab the Bay back, okay, sure, and then pay effect.
And then pay 1, discard 1.
Okay. Top check.
Yeah, maybe I may have. I think
Alright.
that was the point at which I got
That too.
the
Okay,
CX,
and then
I had four
now you got
cards left
CX.
in- Or wait, no, I had 3. Okay.
Okay, so let's see here.
At this point,
times,
I
yeah,
think he
so-
needs to take the CX.
So that's the Marine CX, right?
If it's the last
Yes,
card,
I'm pretty
then
sure.
they'll even more because then there are gonna be no targets.
Either that or maybe I'm wrong about that.
You just need to
Okay.
I forget. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, yeah, you definitely
Okay.
caught it get this turn.
All right, so here it's 4 cards in hand. You don't have climax swap, right? Let's see here. You go 3 2 grab that. Yeah. So here you have 4 cards in hand, right? So the play you should have done here is
Oh, it's kind of interesting.
so your hand is, what is your hand? Your hand is,
Marine,
so
And then pay 1.
you have 3/2 Marine. Okay,
a Kanata. I don't know if I should have been dropping that. That's
no, you can drop that. That's fine. The thing you need in your hand right now is 2/1, the 2/1 counter. Do you have the 2/1 counter? You have 2/1 counter in your hand,
I
right?
think I dropped it. I dropped it earlier.
Oh, no, you have it right now. I see it. I see it in your hand.
I do.
You have,
I do. Okay.
You have 2/1 counter. Okay. So you add it to your hand here. Oh wait, did you drop it here? No,
No, that was this.
Okay.
In the top 2, I grabbed the CX.
All right. Okay. So here's the play here. Okay. You
1/4.
have 4 cards in hand. You helmet
Did he draw the
here. Dropping like literally anything here. You helmet here for helmet.
Oh yeah, he's popping it. Yeah.
You helmet for
I didn't
helmet
have
here.
Marine CX. That's why.
Yeah, no, but you helmet for
I
helmet
still
here.
helmet for helmet.
Yes. You helmet for helmet, you play the second helmet, you ditch okay, wait, how so cuz right now you helmet for helmet, you have 4 cards in hand and an empty space on board. You play helmet, you have 3 cards in hand. You ditch third card for 3/2, right?
Mhm.
And then you helmet again for the climax swap. Wait, I think you might be 1 card off then.
Yeah.
Oh, you should. Okay, you're probably 1 card off if you do that then. Helmet. Okay, yeah, you're 1 card off.
There's the swap. Right there it is.
All right, there we
Where it
go.
was.
Cause
I
okay.
think I might have maneuvered it incorrectly.
So you have 3 cards in hand. If you have helmet,
Did I Marine once? I think I did. Wait. No, yeah. I got triple on this turn, I think.
oh, okay. No,
Let's just. Yeah.
Kinda like
Wait, did I? My brain isn't. Sorry.
I think you doubled this turn. I don't think you. I'm not sure actually.
okay.
I
No,
did
no.
get triple out at a certain point.
I guess you could just overplay the.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
at the very least, yeah,
with
won't be able to really contest these.
This
combos
Aljaco.
right now.
Oh wait.
No, you don't have the 3/2. You have the 2/1, but you don't have the 3/2. So you did dish the 3/2 incorrectly here. You should have kept the 3/2 instead of the Marine.
Those are clean, man.
But okay, but more importantly, I think there's a way you could do it triple even without ditching it. So I think here, okay, here. So you play the bay here, right?
I think
Yes.
You play the bay here. Okay, yeah. So what you can do here, because you play the bay and then you play the Roboco on top of the bay, right? So
I
you
did
might
get 2/1.
so you
Or
minus
level 2.
so you -1 from hand for the Roboco here, right? But you still have the helmet. So I think what you can do here is instead of playing the Roboco,
you just
I think you could helmet for helmet, or and then play the helmet over the bay to proc it.
I see.
And then I think because basically you're in a situation here where like right here, if you wanted to play an extra 2/1 and 3/2, you'd be overplaying something, right?
Yes.
So it would be -1, but then like so you basically you played the Roboco just to kill the Bay, but what you could do is you could helmet for
helmet to get another 3-2.
Right, to get like or any other piece. Like, but like because the on play of helmet gets you 3-2, and then the helmet effect can get you anything. So you helmet for itself. So it's like you're functionally discarding one, but you basically give yourself another extra lane to work with, and then when you play the like you'll have board condition for like the full field content anyways, right?
Yeah.
It just opens up more room, and then you can potentially do stuff like even brainstorm. But basically, like in this situation, if you're gonna discard one to kill the Bay with the Roboco, and then you have to play over stuff anyways, then you might as well just helmet for helmet to
having helmet in hand is also
exactly important. And then or like being able to like do that to keep board slots open, because like you're gonna be playing more stuff this turn, so like that just leaves your options more open. Like you don't have to necessarily play the, like for example, if you helmet for helmet here, you can discard the Marine instead of the Roboco, so then you keep the Roboco for future utility. Like you don't have to like commit the Roboco here, right? Because you're gonna -1 anyways. But yeah, and then I think over here when you discard the 3-2 earlier here,
that was unnecessary.
Yeah, well, you should have discarded a Marine here, right?
Yeah,
because you have 2-1 in hand, so like okay, anyways, all right, so you swap, go double. I mean, you're still in a good position here, right? You get 4 cards in hand and +1 stock, which is pretty good. Yeah, but you just don't get a heal.
Yeah, which could be really crucial.
You don't get a heal, and you miss out on the third, because you could have triple contact here. And if you triple contact, that's like additional 2 cards or 2 stocks. So
but he's swinging 3 times too, so
1 heal and 2 additional cards.
Yeah, pretty good, dude. Contact's so good. Combo's so nice.
Very crucial.
You know, this deck is even better with set 2. I don't know how familiar you are with set 2, but they have there's a no, not just the Rene. The 1-0 Noel is a climax swap that sacks a character on board.
Oh.
But like half your characters, you just want to kill them anyways, or they're like Miko. You like sack the Miko and you just encore the Miko and it just comes back. So like it's
you could playing Gura also.
Yeah. But like the idea is that you can climax swap without even paying stock. So like it just like makes your transition like so much better.
I haven't pulled it up.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So discard 1 climax, send 1 character on stage to waiting room. When this is placed on stage from your hand, you may choose 1 climax in your waiting room, add it to hand. So yeah, 0.
Yeah, so it's 0 stock climax swap, and it's like you sack a character from board. So you can like sack an Aqua and then use your Aqua effect, or sack Aki, or sack Miko, and then like it's actually just free basically. Yeah.
Wait,
so
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it gets better for sure.
That's very, very good. Exciting.
Yeah.
Also, what is it called? The Ina is just really good.
Oh yeah. You can play Ina instead of Miko if you want to, as an option. Although Miko gives you color, which is kind of good.
True.
Yeah.
Would you want to play Noel with Miko?
I think it.
2 colors.
Yeah. So I think like if you want to try the new stuff, you could potentially swap to blue at level 1 instead of red, and just do like Ida, Noel, and there's like some other blue tech like utility you can play instead. Like you don't need the Roboco.
I think people use.
Yeah. You can play the Aqua instead of the Roboco. Like you can basically play a blue level 1 game now, and then potentially you could also try for like a blue top end, like Gura is an option, but yeah, like.
I was thinking I kind of didn't want to try the Whole Life 2 stuff because I kind of wanted to just not get too used to it.
Right.
I was thinking maybe I'd want to play it at some events, but
I see, that makes sense. Yeah.
I just want to find a finisher for Mume, the whole one.
Mume seems pretty good with Rusha, in my opinion. Yeah. Wow.
Crazy.
Dude, the fact that you milled the stock swap actually saved your ass there.
It did.
That's so
This
funny.
turn, the one attack that didn't cancel was the Watame that could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, also.
How are you? You're sacking the shit out of him right now, dude. OP.
Those puppets were crazy.
Yeah, dude,
Like-
your puppet is holy shit.
To be fair though,
I'm good.
He does need to keep crashing into the. So he does need to keep up.
Okay, so how many are you out here? You have like 0 in hand. I think you have 1 in stock, right?
I mean, yeah, that's,
Yes, I
that's
want
why
to
that
stop.
I think you have 1 in stock.
Yeah,
Oh, whoa. Yuiko 100%.
Yeah.
500% Yuiko here, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
What are you doing? Yuiko gets you everything else that you milled.
True. And also if he needs
Huh?
his hands as well.
Wait, why? Wait,
I don't know.
Wait, why? Yuiko literally gives you that card
Yeah,
and
that's-
top deck information.
That's true. That's true.
Ricos are OP, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so,
Like, you mill 3 zeros with a Rico. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
should've- I
Like, I
should've-
mean,
it just should have been a Rico. And also, did you want to dish your climax here? Because, like, you could Rico the climax away.
level 2.
I feel like I don't care about keeping climax in this.
I think.
Huh?
So starting off.
Wait.
Yeah. that
Wait,
makes sense.
what are you
I
doing?
should have resonated once more because I think the climax is the next one.
Wait, no, I mean, I'm just
It's clean.
I'm just not sure, like... Wait, why are you playing the event hard here? Like, do you feel like you need a mill?
Matsuri stock swap? Is it time?
I did want to refresh the deck right now.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, his
Wait,
is
what
pretty
so,
low.
but you're gonna resonate here, though, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
so
it's-
you're gonna resonate here, and you're gonna pay this blind stock out.
I think. I think
Okay.
He's just trying to set up his deck, but yeah, nothing.
this was definitely the turn that I think.
Cause okay, so you did a vent which milled 4, and you have how many cards left in deck? You have 3 cards left in deck.
There's 3 behind.
3 or 4 left. I can't
So like, if you just resonated and checked 3, you'd have 4 cards left in deck.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems fine.
I think I should have resonated first though, because I would have paid out the CX.
in this
thing
case-
first.
Oh, you mean the 6 that's still in stock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he still has one in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have just if you resonate 3 here, you'd be 4 cards left in deck, and that's like fine. And then if you added the Rico, you could have like Rico discard climax to like get other stuff. What are you?
Flooding with more, he just
Huh?
This is the turn that I just completely messed
Wait,
up.
wait, why are you not resonating?
He doesn't have hand though. Like I think.
Oh,
I mean,
because
if he
I
could-
think
I
like
think maybe
since
at
the
this
idea
point
was
just
to
kinda
mill
settled,
out,
it's like, oh, well,
I
you
didn't
know, if I can
resonate,
trigger
but
the CS,
that
I'll have enough. Yeah, so I don't need
that
hand. Well,
that
yeah, it's a
screwed
combo
me
ready.
over.
you need to
Wait.
push 3 blue for it, but
The,
Wait,
the
what-
other thing that screwed me over was not crashing the Kanon. I think not crashing the Kanon.
Wait. Why would you not You don't have hand.
Yeah.
like-
I don't have hand.
Like, you know, the resonate gets you a like.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Wait, I'm so confused. What's the?
So
Would you have not been able to tri-lane without it?
no,
Or-
I definitely could have.
Yeah, your hand is fine. Like you have.
yeah. So I don't need hand.
My hand should be fine right now.
Yeah,
if
I think you have like a drop search or something in hand. Like, wait, I don't understand why you're not resonating here at all. Like the second one. Also, it's a blind stock. You don't even know if that's like climax or not, right?
Yeah. I think in this moment, like I was thinking like I just needed 3 attacks, so I didn't do the resonate because you know, like right now in the hand I didn't have enough zeros, but obviously like resonate equals 1 card. I was thinking like the resonate might not guarantee me a playable, I guess. So I was,
Sure, but you literally passed over the Yuiko,
Yeah,
which would have guaranteed you a playable.
I did. That's yeah, and then the other big one here was not crashing Kanon.
What do you mean?
Because, like, yeah, obviously, like if I grabbed the Yuiko, it probably would have been fun. Like I probably wouldn't have had to do this, but not crashing Kanon nor adding a CX here pretty much just screwed me over because I lose out on like the plus, which
Oh, the
ended
plus.
up costing me the game. The next
Sure.
turn. Yeah, this is the turn that like.
I mean, you know, you could have just like 3-stocked one of your.
pushes him a little.
Oh, I see. You crashed them. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. I think
Going to refresh
How big are those 1-0s? They're 1500.
Which one?
The back resonate. The resonates are 1500, right?
Yeah.
They're. How big is Watame? Is Watame 15 as well?
Wakame's 15 as well.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you sided the Watame, right?
No, I fronted. Because what I did was I puppet and then I gave the power to Kana.
Oh, wait, okay. You should have attacked it with the resonator. Like you should have pumped the resonator, attacked the resonator, and then that way, if he kills your resonate, you can just pay 3 to get it back, and then move it back row. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like yeah.
There's so many things this turn that like.
Yeah, this turn is sus, dude.
Brain broke.
Okay, I think. I just don't see a world where you ever don't resonate in this situation. Why would you not like just double resonate every single time? Also, like the first resonate, you check 3, right? If you were worried that you were gonna mill too much, you could have just stopped at 2 or 1 and then use the second resonate to get more cards. Just resonate 1. If you're like worried about milling, right?
I think I was more thinking along the line of like I really wanted 3 attacks, and then the resonator might not like if I resonate, then I might not get like a playable like.
Right, no. But I'm saying your first resonate, you check 3 zeros, right?
Right.
If you were only worried about getting 3 attacks, the moment you saw 1-0, you should have just stopped there, added it, and then resonated again to get a different card.
Yeah.
Right. Like. I think, like, at a basic, in this situation, like, your stock is so fat and your hand is so tiny, you should just, like, automatically assume that you're gonna double resonate this turn. Like, I just don't see a world where you would deviate from double resonating, like, period. Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're cooking too much if you think that double resonate here is
I think I'm just
wrong.
trolling.
Maybe, potentially. Yeah.
I didn't think hard enough. I think is.
Yeah.
Was Well, I guess like there's you guys picked up like a lot of other details I guess that I kind of looked over because the big thing that I thought like the biggest misplay I saw in this scenario was not crashing Kanan.
That is like the least of your problems here.
Yeah. I think like there's like 5 different things that like if I had done it would have been like this turn would have been great, but I didn't do any of those things, so it just
okay. Ranking them in order, I think the worst thing that you did this turn was not resonate the second time. I think the second worst thing you did was not grabbing Yuiko, and grabbing Kanan. I think the third bad thing you did was playing the event like just randomly, because the event doesn't plus you, right? Like. You lose a card when you play the event. You lose a card in hand, and you get stock. You like convert resources, but then after getting stock, you do not use those stocks to get you back that resource that you lost. So like the event, you just like minus yourself for no reason. I think not crashing Kanan is like at worst the 4th worst thing you did. So like there's a lot of other stuff I would have been more worried about here. Yeah.
Now that you pointed it out, I actually forgot that I top checked the Yuiko and then that there's no reason to not grab that because I could have just pitched like the other resonator.
You pitched the other resonator. You pitched the stock swap. Yeah. Dude, why are you holding stock swap? Your opponent has like 2 stock.
I have 5 currently.
Oh, currently you have 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Your opponent has like 5 stock. Dude.
I top decked Kana to climax, by the way.
No, okay, you have 4 stock. Sorry, you have 4 stock.
4 now. After I played the Bay.
After I play, okay, dude. I don't even think about getting stock swap until my opponent has at least like 8 stock. Like anything less than 8 stock, I'm just like, dude, this stock swap is literally a coin flip. Like, it's not worth my time. Yeah. Like stock swap is only good if your opponent has a lot of stock, or if you can do stock swap Fumio. Yeah. So yeah, like usually stock swap is just like not even a good idea. Like a lot of people just like RNG stock swap and they just like they like flip a coin for no reason. So the thing with stock swap is if your opponent is not going to refresh on the turn that you stock swap, the stock swap is literally a coin flip because all you're doing is you're moving the top cards of their deck to the bottom of their deck. You're not actually removing climaxes from their current deck cycle, right? You're not removing cancels. You're only removing cancels once they refresh. Huh?
When is it a coin flip? Again?
It's a coin flip when they're not going to refresh and you're not going to attack into a new deck. Because like let's say they have 20 cards in deck, right? And you stock swap 5 cards, and you don't make them mill 15. That means that all you've done is effectively taken the top 5 cards of their deck and move it to the bottom 5. Because they just go through the remaining 15 cards, and then like if they refresh, it doesn't really matter because like the cards that you remove from their deck is like you didn't interact with that meaningfully in terms of damage. The only time stock swap comes up is after they refresh on that new compression. Now like the cards that were supposed to be there are now in the stock, and so it affects
You're just gambling.
Your second deck compression. Yeah, but otherwise if it's just the current deck, you're just gambling. You're paying resources to flip a coin and gamble, which is like, sure, you can do it for fun, and if it makes them refresh and take extra damage, that's probably worth it. But like stock swap usually is very expensive, right? It's usually like a character that pays additional stock. So like if you're stock swapping instead of doing something else that's meaningful, then like just for like gambling, it's like super worthless. So that's why I think stock swap is like not very good most of the time. Like you're just often better off doing other things. Key is one of the exceptions because you can stock swap Fumio. Stock swap Fumio is broken. I'll talk about it later. Maybe not in this game. I'll talk about it in the other game because you freaking.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty.
Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, Okay. So right here, Alex, you're 3-2, and your opponent is not close to dying. So, are you not trying to get stock swap here, or you're just trying to kill down the 3-0?
So stock swap is in my deck currently, right?
Okay.
It's in my deck, and it turns out it's in the bottom 4 cards of my deck.
Okay.
Which
you don't.
we find out later.
Okay. Do you
so
know?
I was just
I was planning to just heal down. That is what I was trying to do, right?
Okay. So
Kanata.
all right. So let me tell you right here, the moment you untap here, if you have any shred of respect for your opponent playing key, your only goal here is to stock swap him and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Because you are 5,000% dead from 3-0. There is no world where you're not dead to key combo at 3-0. Key combo has like the math is like so crazy for key. Like you're like 5 times dead. Like if I'm playing in your situation here, I'm thinking
stock swap and
shit.
Go.
I need to stock swap him and hope I literally rip 8 climaxes, and then like he has empty lanes. I play a stock soul, and I need him to like eat
like
12 damage this turn.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I lose the game. Yes. That's what I would be thinking as in this situation. Like healing down is like
not even. It's like I'm just dead anyways.
Yeah, you're just dead anyways. You're just like you're gonna spend like the next 5 minutes like jerking off, and then you're just gonna die.
Yeah.
Right. Like here, like if you don't fight stock swap, you're actually just dead. So like I think this entire turn is like you should be like drop searching for stock swap. Like like you should like because you have no stock to do it. You should stock swap, play a climax, and then just like hope for the best.
True. I could jam.
Yeah.
I see.
I think thinking that you're not dead here is the most optimistic thing in the world. But again, this is only if you respect your opponent. Obviously, if your opponent is not not good, then you can like pretend like, oh, I'm gonna heal down a 3-0 and like I don't know, threat a non-existent memory counter like. So it's like
Yeah, I'm playing. Yeah, I have set 2, right?
yeah, exactly. It's English. Smile. What's the Fumio and key? It's the 3-2.
It's
the green card. Yeah.
The green card. Yeah.
Yeah, the card's good.
Stock Fumio though is still like.
I just hear he's at 2-2, and I'm like
no,
it's like. No,
yeah, but more importantly, you are level 3, which means you are dead. Yeah. Like his damage is irrelevant. You're just dead if he even like assembles a like half a turn. Yeah. If he Misuzu's here, like you're just still dead. Yeah.
I was thinking I could deny him from going to
level 3.
3. Yeah.
That's another option. But that means that you would just not attack.
I did attack once. And that did let him get to 3.
Yeah, so your other option is if you feel like you can combo, you just combo and don't attack.
What if so I ended up attacking the empty lane for 3 and it stuck, right? That's what happened. So we went to 2-5, right? What if I sided the 0?
You can
and
you can try
2-4?
you could try to side you could side the 0 for 2, but
Okay.
I would only side the
Not
0 for
2-5.
I would not 2-5 because it's so easy for him to hit himself to 3-0 from 2-5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I should have
Okay,
done.
so what
maybe.
if you want to side the 0 for 2, you also need to make sure that you don't trigger. So in that turn, I would also like get a Roboco or something to top check to make sure that I'm siding for exactly 2, and then that's the only time I'd risk it. Otherwise, I would just not attack.
Yeah.
It is straight up better to not attack. Yeah, because your combo gives you stock in hand, so like you technically don't even need to attack to get stock and resources. So like like it is such a big risk here. Like because the moment he touches 3, you should be dead. Right, in any real world situation, you're dead. The moment he touches 3. So like, yeah. But if you heal down to 3-0 and he like triple crashes, and doesn't like pay 3 encore and his stock is like in a really bad situation, then you can go for like a stock swap the turn after and then like potentially kill him, right? So like that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with the Bay, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think the Bay is fine, and you see an opportunity to heal down here. That's fine. Just heal and no attack. Wait, why are you doing double change here, huh?
That is, I could have just hard played it.
Yeah, just
I
hard
was thinking
play.
I need to maintain stock for stock swap.
I mean, you can just stock from the combo.
Yeah.
Like this is just minusing hand. Because the change is -1 hand, +1 stock. But the combo just gets you +1 stock anyways, so. You're basically jerking off for no reason.
Yeah, and I should have positioned one of the counters. I would do 1 counter. And then
a 1 counter, but again, you would only do that if you top check. I would only do that if you can top check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, if you don't top check and you trigger and he's 2-5, you lose the game. Because he clocks.
I did get him 2-5.
Yeah. Because then he clocks, finds like one of the billion ways that deck can clock themselves, and then just like and then kills you. Yes. Or like mills out or whatever. Like that deck has like so many ways to mill. So it's just like
yeah.
Well, I think I just refreshed, so milling is. Well, I guess it normally wouldn't be an issue if I didn't crash one.
I mean, if you have resources, that deck can just mill, just crazy. Yes. Yeah. You do like. Yeah. You like resonate, and then like use your memory to kill all the resonators or do other shit, and it's like, that deck can cook.
I was able to mill down my deck, I think, yesterday with like 7 CXs out and my deck and 1 in hand. And,
yes.
Like, from like 0-6.
Yeah. You like the deck is just you can just do it.
Deck is disgusting.
All right, so you're grabbing 2 Marine here, and then.
I'm pretty sure I grabbed 5 cards to hand and 1 to stock.
Okay, that seems fine, cause that's triple Marine plus stock swap, right? 5. Oh, wait, how much? Oh, wait, 7 stock. Yeah, 7 stock is triple Marine plus stock swap. Yeah. That seems good. Oh, I think I'd probably go for 8 because you probably need a drop search for the stock swap.
I did add stock swap, or sorry, a drop search.
Yeah, so I would have not added the I have not added the helmet. Wait. So
I think I'm like still.
Oh, you're still cooking? Okay, because there should be 4 hand 2 stock here, because you need to go up to 8 stock so they can drop search for the stock.
What is it called? What is it called? In the end, the level 0 Kanata helped me get the stock.
The stock?
For the stock swap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Here, instead of getting helmet, you should have just gotten an extra stock.
Yeah, so 4. So 4 to hand. Wait.
Yeah,
no,
4 hand. 4 to hand 2
or
stock.
4 hand. Okay, yeah.
4 hand 2 stock, and then you would go up to 8, and then you can drop search to guarantee the stock swap, and then you can triple Marine after that. You can so drop search 7 stock, stock swap 4 stock, and then triple marine. Yeah. So yeah, I would have done an extra. What do you call it? Extra stock. Here. Yeah, one stock here.
So, yeah, he has like 9 draws. Essentially.
All right. So you attack for 3
I
or for 4,
yeah.
right? 1, 2.
Yeah,
No, that's for 3. That's
three.
3.
I didn't give it.
Check. Okay, he took it, so you're dead now. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, you're dead now.
I fucked up.
All right, we'll talk about this.
He's trying to cancel now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this
At this point.
Also, like, why would
I
you
should've
attack?
kept going.
Why would you attack for 3? Why wouldn't you want to attack for 4 and just like, that's like a better chance to cancel too,
I
right?
thought 2-5 may be okay.
No, it's
But
not.
my lack of knowledge
I mean, he does
is showing.
You're
Or was showing. My lack of key knowledge.
you not just the lack of key knowledge. Like, so many decks have ways to hit themselves right now. Like,
Yeah.
if you play against me sometime and I'm playing stuff like Puzzles of Dragons, you let me live. You let me be at 2-4. I will hit myself to 3 and kill you. Right. So it's like you just have to like respect the range that decks can like clock themselves, especially if they have a lot of resources. Like right now, Ryan,
He has a lot. He does.
his stock resource is crazy. His hand is not great, but his stock is crazy. And with that much stock, he could definitely hit himself a bunch here. So yeah,
What the fuck do I have right now? I think I had like
you have at least 10.
10. Yeah.
You have like at least 10 stock, dude. It's crazy.
And then I just passed.
So you
after
pass
this.
here, which
Yeah.
is, I mean, you're dead anyways. So
I should have
Yeah,
tried to
whatever.
confirm top deck and sided on the 0.
yes.
Or just do Kanata and do nothing.
Yes, or yeah, either counter do nothing or side for 2. If you can stick 2 damage here, it's fine. Or like even you don't have to triple counter. You can just double counter because you can heal in the back row anyways, and then you would just attack with a 1 soul. And so even if you trigger, then like he's still stuck at like 2-4, 2-3, or 2-4. But like your win condition still here is you would stock swap him, and then you would kill him. So yeah.
Stock swap.
Okay, so he clocks, draws 2. Okay. All
Are
right.
you saying the past turn would be just stock swap into Soul Rush?
Yeah, the next turn would be you stock swap Soul Rush, yes.
Okay.
Cause like that's how you're gonna beat this, and like no matter what, like you
Yeah.
basically have to stock swap him. There's no other way
I
you
do.
can play this. Okay. All right, you get Yuiko here, so you can now Yuiko for a way to clock yourself, right? Okay. Why are you playing the Yuiko there?
That's a good question.
In what world are you not playing over Kana here?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I
think
I saw you do this in the other game too.
Yeah.
You're trying to kill him, right? This is your final turn. That's your mentality here, because you're looking for a way to level yourself up, right? Why are you not playing over your own shit on final turn?
I'm not. I have no words.
Are you at least doing that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, like, yeah, I'm also like, besides I'm like trying to make sure it's like the turn I want to play the Misuzu, I'm more conscious about like trying to make sure, trying to like play over stuff more often.
Yeah, just play over your own shit. It's like, it's so easy to like not have a board, and then you know that the memory also kills one of your things too, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so like, and you have a ton of stock, so like, you can also use that to get rid of shit. It's like the moment I saw you play your Yuiko there, I'm just like, oh my god, what is he doing? Like, what are you doing? Okay, so yeah, double second resonance here, pretty good. Okay.
Was this the point at which he could not play like?
Okay.
I know, if he wants to go to 3, I mean.
Okay, yeah, you can grab whatever you want, drop search, drop salvage, like you're freaking good to go. Yeah. This is great. Like so far everything's great here. Your situation's amazing.
He's not screwed. He's not screwed because he has 2 in front row.
Yeah,
But-
he's not screwed. And then what is this?
He could
Why would you play a full front row? What are you doing? Like what is possessing you to do this?
I don't know. I think I'm not sure.
I-
I think there was like a lot going. Like there was like I think I was like tunneling on like, oh, I can get Sayuri that I like subconsciously kind of just
like this is like a play from somebody I would expect to not have played the deck before. But like apparently you're comfortable on this deck. But like why would you like this just what?
Oh, he is grabbing.
What?
He's grabbing the.
All right, anyways. You're still not screwed, by the way. In this situation, you're actually still not screwed.
I think I am.
You're actually still not screwed. It's incredible to say, but you're actually still not screwed. I'm pretty sure you're still not screwed.
Part is where I screwed in the end, right?
No. The thing after this is where you screw up. You screw up after this. I'm pretty sure.
It's any combination of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know here I decide I actually need more blues, so I want to actually swap with the clock stop instead of the CX here.
Kind of. You're kind of just gambling, honestly.
You take the 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Although, of course, because.
Like actually, I don't think you're screwed yet.
But did
You're gonna screw yourself over like right after like upcoming here. It is
I think this is the part where I sealed the nail in the coffin.
Wait. Did you not drop salvage here?
What do you mean drop salvage?
The card you just played, it drops salvages.
Oh, I did not drop salvage here.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's why you were screwed. Okay, so it's like
I think he just bumped.
yeah, so okay, so you're still because you're doing the clock swap effect right now, right? Yeah, you're still not screwed. Like at this point, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, you're still good. You can still cook.
I could have grabbed Otonashi.
Yes. And then this is the moment where you screw yourself. Oh wait, no, wait, is it? Wait, hold. Okay, actually, let me count. 1, 2. Let's see here. Yeah. This is the moment you screw yourself. Yeah. The moment you did not drop salvage and just play the Saya is the moment you screw yourself. Yeah. If you drop salvage,
Otonashi?
it's a level 0. It's an event swap, and you sack another character to event swap.
I see.
Yeah.
Wait, but I don't have a event in my hand, right? No,
I mean,
have
you swapped it out.
Oh, I let you change it back. Or wait, you mean keeping the
stock swap? You swapped the stock swap.
I think he just bumped.
You had an event, and then you swapped it out. You swapped it out, and then you didn't drop salvage for Otonashi. Oh, I'm good.
At that point, I can't drop Otonashi. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then the memory card will get you back a blue card to ditch.
Yeah, that was in my mind when I was doing this turn, which is why I think part of the reason why like I was like willy-nilly playing cards on empty lanes, but
Right. Like so again like the Yuiko on an empty lane, you're already making a mistake. Playing that on empty lane, that's a huge mistake. You know, swapping. I mean, you're supposed to swap. You're still fine, and then you like get rid of your event. Don't grab the event swap, and now you're actually cooked. Like you have now lost the game at this point.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So like, I think it's Weiss is still pretty forgiving, right? And all things considered, but like you and then like you do this right because you don't have a character to play from hand. Alright, so you do this right, and then. Okay, and then and it clocks you, right? Whatever, levels up. And I think the reason now you're screwed is because you don't have enough stock, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So now you do not have enough stock. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have enough stock.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's not enough stock. And yeah, and then could you not puppet? Let me think here. Could you not puppet for stock here? Oh, then you would have not enough hand. Okay, yeah.
I don't have blue.
Yeah, cause you. Oh wait, so right now you're how many cards in hand? So you have 4 cards in hand. You play 3-2. Yeah, you don't have enough blue if you puppet. Yeah, you'll be missing. You'll be off by 1. Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I'm just gonna kind of fast forward through the rest of this turn.
Yeah, you can just skip this turn. There's not much to skip through that. It's just me being ashamed of myself.
Like I said, you know, victory from the defeat from the jaws of victory. Somehow, just like I don't know how you lost this game.
This was my game to throw, and I definitely realized that.
You turbo threw it in. I mean, you did win 2 games before this. This is like your 3rd game in a row, so I do understand there's nerves, there's tiredness, but like, some of the mistakes you make in this game are like mistakes that I wouldn't make if I'm like drunk playing this deck, right? So like it is kind of concerning. Like these should be like very basic things that the deck that like you'd be fine. Like this is like it's like when you golf, like this is where you're putting it in. It should be like really easy. Like the stuff that you did on the way here was like the hard stuff, and you did like most of that fine. And then on the easiest thing to do, you just like, I don't know what you're doing here. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, I think it's partially just cause like, you know, I was at the 3-5, you know, I kind of shut part of my brain just kind of shut down because it was like, oh, I can win here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting too excited. I understand. And the stuff just comes with experience, with, you know, other stuff. Like the more you play, the better you'll be able to handle yourself in these moments. He is hard to play, need to count so much. Yeah, but playing over your own units isn't counting. You just play over your own units.
No.
That's what I'm saying. The counting, he's doing the counting fine. Like the other stuff is not fine. Anyways.
I took a lot from this one. So,
yeah.
Needless to say, I will make sure I do not make some of these mistakes.
Okay, real talk. You should have 3-stocked. You should have 3-stocked.
Oh, so to stop stock swap from being so.
You should have let the 2-1 die and 3-stock the level 0s here.
Make it harder for him.
Both of them?
Both of them.
So then stock swap actually is.
Yeah, so stock swap does nothing, and then you actually have a decent chance to like not die from 3-0. Ryan, yeah, because you're technically still not dead here, right? Like triple marring doesn't necessarily kill all the time, but like stock swap will 100% kill you here. So yeah, I would have double 3-stocked, pay 6, because like at this point you're so screwed. Like Misuzu is not gonna, you're not gonna be able to Misuzu anyways. Like it's like
you're in the mindset that like if in the glimmer of hope I do survive, I can be.
But like you shouldn't have, like that's not, because like right here your opponent's gonna go for lethal, like go for finisher, and you have 2 bodies in back row. So like if they don't kill you, all you need to do is you just push your back row up, play another climax, and you just tap it in, right? Like right now your priority should be surviving, and like the best way to survive here is to double 3-stock. Double 3-stock the 0s.
Maybe you trigger it.
It also.
Wait, double. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. 3-stock encore. Double encore the 0s here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cause right here you're like, okay, you messed up, right? Couldn't Misuzu, couldn't kill him. All right, how do I not die? Should be your next line of thought. And the way you not die here is if his stock swap is garbage and like you don't take 7 damage. And so the best way to do that is you 3-stock the 0s so that they body block so that he doesn't get to direct you. And then you also decrease the amount of stock so that his stock swap isn't going to be able to rip climaxes out of your deck.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you
I
double.
feel like a lot of the times, also people like once you're in this like position, right? You know you fucked up. Like it feels Jover. One may say.
Yeah. So here double. You pay 6, and I think you'll be at like So I think you should be at, I think 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think he had 9 stock.
Yeah, 9 stock. Yeah. So if you pay 6 here, you'll be at 3 stock. His stock stock's not be able to do anything, and then depending on how many climaxes you have in your deck, you actually can nat cancel here.
Do you remember how many I hit?
Oh, actually, funny enough, I think I actually thought that the stock swap helped me a bit because I remember there was like 1 in, and then I refreshed with 5, right? So if he had done like,
there's 1 in.
Wait, there's 1 left in deck here.
You definitely hit 2, but like the idea was that like because I'm refreshing with 5, I could technically cancel like all the attacks, right? Because double marring plus the stock swap attack was like is 5 hits, right?
Yeah, but like you have 2 cancels right in your deck right now. Like I'm pretty sure if he doesn't stock swap you here, he doesn't have enough.
Guaranteed.
He doesn't have enough damage to kill you.
But if since there's 2 cancels right here, if he had triple
it's 2 and 8.
Huh?
It's 2 and 8, right?
You have 8 cards in deck and 2 climaxes.
Or is that not how it was?
Alright, so it's on Alex to figure out.
Let me count. You counter your deck here. Let me count. Let's see here. Wait. How many? So So if you hit
I
2
remember
on the
the
stock
stock
swap here,
swap.
oh, let's
Was for all the cards +1 in the new deck.
where do you count your deck? Oh wait, no, that's after. It's after this. Okay, here we go. All right, how many do you count here? Let's see here.
We'll say like 4. We know he has 1 in hand.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 cards. So you have 2 climaxes and 8 cards. If he attacks into this deck, you have 2 guaranteed cancels, and those climaxes are gonna go refresh back. So like, so like I'm pretty sure you're just fine. If his stock swap does not rip 2 climaxes here, like you probably win the game, right? So like if you pay 6, you have 3 stock left. His stock swap is just like a super coin flip, because he's ripping 3 cards out of an 8 card deck with 2 climaxes. Like on a good day he might get 1, or he just might not get any, right? And then like and make you more compressed, and then like and you probably can cancel triple Marine and like be alive at like 3-5 or 3-6. And then you have climax in hand, shuffle back row, play something else, swing it in. He refreshes. You just need to stick 1, and then and you win still. So you still haven't lost the game when you attacked, but I think you didn't 3 stock. So
I think at this point I was just already.
You're just so out of it, right? Yeah.
I'm dead. I lose, like...
But I mean, I'm just saying, like, you're actually not. Shockingly, right?
But hypothetically, if you 3-stock 2 of his cards, right?
Yes.
Would doing Kanata again? How viable would that be?
It would be better, actually.
Yeah.
I think but you would have to recognize that here. Like if he double 3 stocks, and like you would have to like know his compression, and then you would have to actually consider like,
I would think it'd be a 3 in 8, because I don't know.
Oh, you don't know he has 1 hand.
I should know because he was going to 3. I should know that he has that.
Yeah, he has a card in hand, right? So yeah, if you know he's 2 and 8 here, and he double 3 stocks, let me think. Like in the world where he double 3 stocks, he's 2 and 8. Can you beat 2 and 8 compression? I don't think you can beat 2 and 8 compression with Marine. Yeah, I in that situation I would just triple contact, heal to like try to heal down to 3-1, because then he doesn't have enough stock to Misuzu you, right? Unless he gets super lucky with event. No, actually no, even with event I don't think he has enough. Yeah, so you would just heal down, and then like he can't kill you.
Yeah.
And then you heal down, and then get what do you call it? You heal down with a Hashima counter. And the Hashima counter basically guarantees that he can't kill you. Yeah. But at least still, it forces you to have to like go for the heal loop, which is not easy here because your hand is not set up for heal loop, and it still makes it that he gets a second turn, and like maybe on that second turn some magic can happen, right? So like it's still the right play for him to double 3 stock. It basically puts the ball into your court. You have to play correctly by heal looping, and then yeah, it's like it is like way better for him for sure. Oh, this is the part I was watching this part, I'm pretty sure, cause like the casters were so confused why you Miko'd here, and I had to type in chat. I'm like, he's Mikoing for yellow because he doesn't have yellow. He needs to play stock swap this turn. So
that's why Miko is like, it's so nice. Actually.
Yeah, Miko's crazy. Yeah, but it was really funny. I was like, dude, I'm remote casting this game. Like, what is going on?
All 3, those are snap decisions, dude. All 3 went.
I actually forgot that Coco was yellow, because I think like throughout the game I was like, I know HOL has stock swap, but I haven't really seen any yellows. And then I saw the Coco go into clock, and I'm like, oh right, Coco's yellow.
Yeah. The Miko definitely. Crazy.
Yeah, Miko's a really good card for sure. Okay, that you see that moment right here? This moment right here? Right here. Right here. Alright, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh player spotted.
I actually don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
You don't play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Only Yu-Gi-Oh players do that, by the way.
What was that?
The table tapping to count. That's like a 500% Yu-Gi-Oh player like trademark, dude. No other card game players do the table tapping thing. Yeah.
I played only Vanguard before this.
Oh really? I feel like but see, all Vanguard players are ex Yu-Gi-Oh players.
But I mean, I guess I played Yu-Gi-Oh as a child, but
No, I'm saying
really-
like competitive Vanguard players. So like if Vanguard players are doing it, it's because
they teach it. They teach
yeah, it's because they
Yes,
used to be
okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh players, or they learned from players who used to be Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh behavior. Because other games, you don't need to do that. Yu-Gi-Oh is the only game where you actually need to like consider like field position and all this shit when you're like doing the calculations. That's why that's why they table tap. Is they're like trying to recreate the zones like in their head, and they're like trying to figure out like positioning.
Some of my
Yeah.
old Vanguard blood.
It's leaking.
It's leaking.
Yeah.
So at this point, stock swap is in those 3 cards,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I need to. At this point, I'm trying to do. I have Roboco, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to check, or what is it? Dot my I's, cross my T's.
Yeah.
So that I can get that.
I think your play here was really good. I was like commenting on the car with Johnny. I was like, oh, he's actually doing really well because he's getting color, and he has he got the Kanata here to like get himself the extra stock he needs to stock swap. So I was pretty confident you were able to guarantee it here. And honestly, at this point, like, you don't even need to play perfectly. As long as you get stock swap, you're good. Right, like
The problem is, like, I was thinking of either to drop search for it or to use, what is it called?
A bay or something?
The bay. Finish the bay.
Oh.
And I finished the bay.
Oh, you finished the bay for it instead?
Yes.
I think
Which
drop
was
search.
maybe I was like counting my cards so much, and it felt like I didn't have enough cards to both Kanata and like
Triple Marine?
no.
Or double Marine?
Stock swap, double Marine, and but then I revealed with the Roboco, I revealed the door. So
Wait, why do you
I
need a
forgot
robo?
about the
Why
door.
do you need a Roboco here?
I Robocode to get the
The
console
Kanata?
zero.
I see. No, I probably wouldn't oh, you finished the bay, right? Like earlier? Yeah, I wouldn't have finished the bay. You don't need to. Cuz
No, I haven't done the second bay.
Oh, you're still deciding on it right now?
Yeah, it's what is it called? Yeah, I'm still deciding on whether or not to drop search for the stock swap
Wait,
or
wait,
to
wait,
bay.
why did you bay in the first place? What did you need a bay for?
I had No. I did Marine and I haven't done bay.
Oh, I see, because the bay was already on the field still.
Yes, bay was already on the field.
Bay was already on the field. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Doing the lean again.
And then, no, you did the bay. No, you did bay here.
What?
You did the bay here.
Wait.
Snap decision.
No,
Is that the Marine?
that's Marine.
Oh, that's
That's
Marine.
Marine.
Okay, and now you're deciding on bay. Okay.
bay or drop search.
I
To get the stock
see.
swap.
And you know that the stock swap is in deck.
Yes. It ended up being top decked.
It ended up being top. I mean, you got lucky there.
I did. I don't think I had enough cards to do. Like, in the end, it actually. What is it called? Actually, did it matter?
No,
I think it did.
It does matter. Yeah, no, bay is correct here if you don't have enough cards.
I'm pretty sure I counted so many times.
Because if you drop search, you -1 in order to
Yeah.
get it. Whereas if you bay and get it, you don't -1.
I'm pretty
So
sure I was like one card away.
We also pay pitch one
I
to.
do see the Marine combo in hand.
Huh?
So
Why is Bay not -1 but drop
Because Bay has already left the field, so you pay one, dish one, and then you grab the stock swap. But if you drop
I would
search,
have to play a card.
you have to play a card, and then you have to play over that card again.
I see what you're
So the drop search is an additional -1 from hand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was one card away
Yeah.
from. But technically, I would have been okay.
Well, no,
because there
actually, I don't think
wasn't
I don't think you're one card away. You have
I thought I was one.
No,
card
no,
away.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you're not trying to get the third Marine, right?
I'm not.
So
I'm
you
trying
have-
to get the stock swap.
You have 7 cards in hand. You have 8 cards in hand right now, right?
Wait, it looks like 7.
It looks like 7. Oh, you have
Seven,
7.
seven.
You have 7 cards in hand. Even if you drop search, so 6.
But
And
I need to play Roboco to also get the.
Right.
The-
So I'm doing the math here, right? So drop search 6, Roboco 5, Kanata 4, stock from hand 3, stock swap 2, play climax. Okay, yeah, you're one off. Yeah, you're right.
I was like thinking
Yeah.
this turn takes forever.
Oh no,
because
that makes
I was like,
sense. Yeah, because you're actually counting it. Okay, yeah. So
I
if
was
you,
like also.
so you bait here, right? So bait is correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because the idea here is like if you drop search and the door's at the bottom, then you also you can't salvage, right?
Yeah.
So you would only drop search if you have enough cards, but then the reason why you would drop search if you have enough cards is because then you would know your triggers, and that's just
True.
good. That's just good information to have.
But also drop search, I hadn't gotten I had to get it in the top 2 cards. Because I think I didn't secure the.
If it was at the bottom, you would have been screwed, right?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah,
So
that's
it was kind of lucky.
Oh, yeah, actually, there was risk there, huh? That's pretty funny.
Still needs to discard from Mario.
Never punished.
Yeah.
Never punished.
I needed to pull it out.
Yeah. You got lucky there.
I did get lucky.
Yeah.
He did help him get 1 CX out.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
I mean, the other half
Huh?
is this brings him a little bit closer because he does get the refresh damage as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then stock swap here. Yeah, the moment I saw you stock swap, I knew you won the game. Like this was like, I was like, yeah, he's cooked.
Dude, there were like not that many CS.
I was like,
this might be game then.
oh man, Ryan.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ryan, what in the world were you doing? I can't believe you lost this game. God, this is so funny.
If I had not lost this game, the outcome could have been.
Oh yeah, we would be in a different
It was
timeline,
like-
dude.
It would be a different timeline.
A completely different timeline, dude. Oh man. Maybe in that timeline, the LCS doesn't walk out of lollies for us, you know. Maybe at that timeline, Donald Trump doesn't even become president. Who knows, dude? It's crazy.
Yeah, I was.
Anyways.
I was pretty mad at myself for this, because especially after like he like after like he's Alex swept the ball. What I would have almost is like, if I had not fucked up, we could have like not had that.
Yeah.
Especially how much work I did.
I mean, not technically for me, Alex. Like you played like.
No, I get it.
You're
yeah.
Definitely like.
Thank you.
Okay.
I did not feel like. I was definitely mad at myself more. I was just like, this was my game to throw, and I was.
Yep,
Yeah.
just going in.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
There's the cancel. Makes things way more difficult. We're gonna get the burn too.
Pay one,
Pay one, discard a
to burn two. I mean, I think in this case he wants to take these, and then
yeah,
this
cancel
was
the damage.
before.
Pretty sure the stakes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 5 sticks. Yeah. Like you're actually so uncompressed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because 1 in hand, 2 in stock, you just canceled off of 1. Yeah.
Alright. So able to pull it off.
I mean, I think, Alex, you played it well in the sense that you were unfavored to win, and in the moments where it mattered, I think you went for more or less the correct lines. Even if your play wasn't entirely precise, like I think you missed out on a heal.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest mistake you made. But that was not your game to win. Like you had every right to lose that game with your luck, right?
Going.
Yeah. So I think that's the takeaway here. All right. Last thing I need to talk about, Ryan, and I think this is good because I feel like
Was it the PJ Sekai game? I'm guessing.
Yes, it's the Project Sekai game. It's this turn. Your final turn here. So I feel like your key gameplay on your final turns is very sussy. All right, I feel like you just need to brush up on what to do on the final turn here.
I think
okay.
I do need to brush up on.
Okay. All right, so let's go over here. So you untap your 3/2. You have a bajillion stock and a bajillion hand, right? And you have I believe you have stock swap in hand. Yeah, you have stock swap. You have Fumio. You have stock swap, Fumio, the whole 9 yards. You have literally, you know, like freaking like Barack Obama would kiss you to have this hand or something. You know, like you have the God hand, the Dream hand, and then like I don't know what you're doing here. So the thing you do here, let's try to skip through.
Wait.
So you know, a literal billion stock, okay? Like you're playing dual laners. Okay, and you Fumio first. What? Why are you Fumioing first?
I don't.
So your opponent is showing 3 climaxes in the waiting room, right? And they have 5 stock. I believe they triggered a bar the previous turn, so one of those stocks is blind, right? But you should know that the rest of his stock is clean, correct? Yeah. So like, if you stock swap first, you're putting 4 to 5 clean cards from his stock to his waiting room, and then when you Fumio afterwards, you will shove those cards back into his deck. Right? That's why you always stock swap before Fumioing if your opponent's stock is clean. Because that order basically decompresses their deck by a shit ton. And like, and then afterwards, like, Misuzu is just gonna like 6-7. And your opponent is just gonna like die from level 1. Right?
Yeah.
So you Fumio here first. So when you did this, I was like, is this stock not clean? Because I started watching like halfway through. It's like, maybe Johnny knows something I don't, and maybe Johnny thinks, oh sorry, not Johnny, Ryan thinks that like his stock is dirty or something, right? So I was like, okay, sure, you can Fumio here, that's fine. I mean, I don't think this Fumio is necessarily that good. You're like giving him 2 climaxes back. So let's see, his waiting room right now is like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 cards. 12 clean cards and 3 climaxes. So you're giving him back 14 cards, 2 of which are climaxes. Okay, this Fumio is still pretty good. I think this is pretty good.
I definitely wanted a Fumio this time because my mindset was that like he had like 4 CXs in deck, so.
No, I mean you're decompressing him by Fumioing here, so it is good, right? Because you're sending back 14 cards, 2 of which are climaxes, right? So that's a 1 in 7 compression. So if his deck currently is better than 1 in 7, then you're decompressing him, so that's good. DC is good, so I think Fumio here is fine. All right, and then you resonate. So sure, whatever, you can do whatever the hell you want here. You have like a bajillion stock and resources. Like, you can literally do whatever you want. It's fine. Resonate again. Sure, whatever. Play Misuzu. It's fine. And then you stock swap. Okay, what? Let's hear Neil again. This is very funny. I'll turn this up here.
And play out the Misuzu now.
Right, play over it with Misuzu. Okay, and then.
Oh, and he's playing stock swap?
Do you hear how confused he is? That is like everybody in this room right now. You just decompress your opponent. So their compression is worse. And now you're just taking 5 cards randomly from his bad compression. Like, you have, it's a random number because like, you're not going to go through this deck. But like, you basically have just as much chance of taking 5 clean cards as you have of like 5 climaxes here. Or like, you're probably taking 5 clean cards here, basically, out of his deck.
Yeah.
For no reason. Right?
Yeah.
Dang.
Just, yeah.
So like, I was like, why are you stock swapping now? It's so weird. Why would you just do this earlier? And it's like 5 clean cards. Those clean cards that he just put into his waiting room should be in his deck right now. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what? What are you doing?
Okay, wait. I think because he's confident and get over.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing either. So like, I think your final turn theory, you just need like stock swap Fumio that order, and then if you can do that and you can play your finisher, your opponent is probably dead if they're playing the game. Like you could probably kill your opponent from like 1-6. Okay, so like your range with stock swap Fumio is like huge. It's massive, and so I think you should just be able to like kind of understand. Like I think what you could try doing if you can get like somebody to playtest this with you is just like playtest random like compression states. Like just like walk into a game state and be like, okay, if I stock swap Fumio here and I do Misuzu, are you dead? And just kind of like get a feel for like how much that actually affects like deck states, right? And then like that will give you a good gauge of like when do you feel comfortable going for the kill. And then once you start thinking like that, Key stops becoming a deck where you're playing Weiss and being like, I need to attack 3 times a turn and like, I don't know, like do damage or whatever. And it just becomes a deck where it's like, I need to get to this much stock and hold these cards. And then if my opponent is like 2-2, he's dead. Right? And so it becomes a completely different game. Yeah, it grew a little bit like that too. Yeah. These like super like finishing heavy decks, Like you don't want to play them like a traditional deck because then like you're missing out on the potential of just like being able to like win the game from a point where your opponent can't do anything about it. Because if your opponent is close to level 3, they can set up stuff to like deny you, like better memory punches, like memory punch lanes, or like they can go for their finisher turn first and then you actually get screwed, or they stock swap you or whatever. But if your opponent's like at 2-2, like they're literally a sitting duck. And if you have the resources, which in both of these games you've had plenty of resources, like you can just kill them from like a mile away, like snipe them, headshot, and like it's like very comfortable to win like that. So that's one thing I would consider.
If you get them from 1-6 to like 3-2, say you don't kill them or whatever, then what are they gonna do in return? Like they are not ready, probably, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like even like cause also like you're probably not gonna be like high level 3. Like you're like gonna be like 3. When you do this kind of play, you're probably gonna be 3-0. And then if your compression is good, you're only attacking once, right? So chances are, before your attack and after your attack, your compression is still going to be good. In which case, like, they're probably still not going to be able to kill you. Right. So, like, that's why, like, the key deck is, like, you just want to make sure your compression is good and you have all the resources. And then you just kill from anywhere. And even if you don't kill, as long as your compression is still good, you're probably not dead.
So I actually have a quick question about, I guess, the stock swap Fumio combo. So
Yes.
the combo itself takes a total of 4 stock.
4 stock and 3 hand.
4 stock and 3 hand, and then Misuzu takes, obviously, like you need to go in with 6 stock.
Correct.
On your attack, right?
Yes.
So you're usually, in order to stock swap Fumio, you usually need like 10
you
stock.
need 10 stock.
And like
a ton, like a decent amount of hand.
Decent amount of hand, right? Like
generally,
it was fine, but like normally you aren't able to do
right,
that.
which is why it's hard to go for it, and like games that you do get to do it are very rare in my experience, right? Because like usually, like if I'm playing against Key, I'm doing my best to not let them comfortably get to that place. I'm gonna put like a lot of offensive pressure and do a bunch of stuff to make sure that they're spending resources and you know, all that stuff. Right. Because I know if my key opponent hits 10 stock and they can maintain 10 stock, I'm actually just dead. I'm just dead from anywhere. Also, if you hit 11 stock, you can you can stock swap Fumio, play Misuzu on an open lane, and then use the memory Kana to kill the Fumio for an additional card. Like if you don't have enough cards, but you have more than enough stock, that's also like an option.
I don't think I've ever hit a 11 stock going to my finisher turn though, but that's
right. Yeah, I mean I feel like in these games you're like super close. You're like one event away from being like 10, 11 stock, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like whenever I see Key in this position, I'm just like, oh my gosh, they can't lose. And then twice I see you in this position, and you're finding a way to lose, and I'm just like, I don't understand how he's doing this. Like, yeah. So like this game's not as bad. It just pisses me off that you didn't stock swap first, and then you just choose to stock swap later for like no reason, right? So like
I got a lot of flack for this, and I also realized that like what I did was pretty stupid.
Yeah, it just like doesn't make any sense. And then like the next game is just like, oh my gosh, right? So yeah, I feel like
I think the next game was just
I'm sorry. When I said next game, I meant against Alex. Yeah. I think against Brian just turbo bricked. Yeah.
His hand was crazy.
Yeah,
I saw.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about this game honestly, because like
he was just very unlucky.
Yeah, he was very unlucky. But anyways, yeah.
Take advantage of that, of course.
Yeah, it was it was mainly the Quantum Marine, but then the second one was definitely the
Oh wait! Also, you should have just gone for the kill the previous turn. By the way, what is this turn?
Oh, right.
What the hell is this turn? No, this pisses me off. What the hell was this turn? You clocked a 2-6 and then you don't go for the kill.
So my mindset for this one was that I didn't really, I know he's at 3-0, but it felt like I was thinking like he had like a lot of climaxes, so I wasn't super comfortable with going for the kill this turn as well.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter how many climaxes he has, because you're still going to do a shit ton of damage. All that matters is, are you in a position where after you do this, he doesn't die, are you going to die? But if your deck compression is still good, which from what I can tell right here, it is freaking good. Actually, it was like super good before you did the resonate, right? Because you did the resonate and then wait, where is it? You resonated in 3 climaxes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you untap here, right? Like Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so you're okay. You're 2-6 here, right? You draw for turn. You choose to not clock, right? Which baffles me, right? Like
yeah, I felt a little uncomfortable, I guess, going for this one, just cause like I think his compression was like, what was it 6? I think in this. I don't remember. It was like 6 or 5.
But you have stocks off Fumio too, right? And enough stock for it. I'm pretty sure you have enough resources for it. I see 10 stock at least.
Stock. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Like no compression is safe from stocks off Fumio. Like he has like 1 climax in waiting room right now or something, and then that 1 climax is gonna stay there. You're gonna shuffle like 15 clean cards back into his deck. Right. So like here you actually have stocks off Fumio, but and also you have 1 climax in waiting room, 1 climax in clock. Do you have 1 in hand? I think you have 1 in hand, right? Yeah. So you only have 5 left in deck. Like, are you not afraid? Do you feel like you shouldn't just like clock just to like mill a few cards, like for free? Like.
Oh, you mean like the draw 3? Right?
Yeah, to draw 2 extra cards just to like help you mill a bit more, right? Like, are you not thinking that right now? Cause in this situation, like let's say you're out 3 and you have 5 left in deck, but let's say they're all on the top, which funny thing they are all on the top, right? I'm pretty sure.
Wait, no, he did.
Right here.
I don't think he wants to go in.
Yeah, they're all on the top, right? Okay, so like let's say that you didn't do this and you attacked. You're like actually dead, right? Cause now you're out 6. And you have a fat deck. So like my thought process is like in this situation where like I have a climax in clock, I just refreshed, I have 1 in waiting room, 1 in clock, 1 in hand, and I can level up. I should level up here so I can get the climax in the waiting room, and then if I draw a bunch of climaxes, I need to refresh immediately. So and this deck can do that, right? You can like double resonate, play a bunch of events, and then like in that process you can dish the extra climaxes. And then you can refresh this turn with all your climaxes. Right. But then like because you did clock, now like that climax is not going to go into your waiting room until like the next deck, potentially, right? Which is like kind of a like because now you have to mill out since you missed the resonate, right? So now you're cooking up ways to mill out. You actually swap the climax out. I think you discard it. Oh, no, are you deciding if you want to stock?
I got the puppet because I need to mill out.
Oh, you got the puppet. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, like that climax doesn't go back in, right?
Yeah, it doesn't go back in.
Yeah. Which is like, I feel like. Sure, you what do you call it? You miss out on like 5, the 5 other cards don't go back in as well, but it is a cancel. Like you could have had an extra cancel in your deck. Right. Which is like still pretty valuable, and then you would have had 2 extra cards in your hand, which is like way more compression as well. So think about so in this situation, you lose out on it's 1 climax goes back in, 5 clean cards from clock go back in, but 2 clean cards are now in your hand. So it's like you only put back 4 cards, and 1 of which was a climax. So that's probably plus compression. If you think about the grand scheme of things, right? Does that make sense?
So can you repeat that word?
Okay, so right now you're refreshing 2-6, correct?
Right.
You're refreshing 2-6 because right here. You're refreshing 2-6 because you didn't clock. Right. So then in this situation, the additional compression you're getting from your clock is 6 cards, 5 of which are clean and 1 of which is climax. Right? What I'm telling you to do is you should have clocked here to draw 2 cards. And in that world, you would not have the clock compression, so you would be shuffling in 1 additional climax and 5 additional clean cards, because 1 of them would be in your level, right? So you would be adding 6 cards to your deck, 1 of which is a climax, but because you're drawing 2 cards, and you're probably gonna, and those cards are probably gonna be clean in the sense of like if they're climaxes, you'd probably filter them out. If they're clean cards, you probably keep them. So you're actually only putting back 4 cards between from your clock, because 2 of them are effectively in your hand now. And out of the 4 cards you're putting back in your deck, one of them is a climax. So that's pretty good compression. That's 1 in 4. Did that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How many
So,
cards were left in deck again? When he could have clocked?
Huh? No, he was like fresh deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm saying like in that situation in a fresh deck, like clocking is, I feel like it's just usually the right play because you're getting the climax out, and then like depending on what you draw, you have like way more plays, and you're just in a better situation. And if you do need to mill out, then at least the climax goes back in. But yeah, I think 9 out of 10 times I would clock to 3 here. Like even if I wasn't going for a game, I would still clock to 3. Just on the off chance I need to mill out, I want as many climaxes to go back into my deck as possible. Yeah. Johnny in chat says, Ryan just needs more games where he dies randomly from mid 2, then you'll be more likely to pull the trigger. I feel like this game you did not pull the trigger when you should have. Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, I think he's dead. Like he's so dead if you go for the Misuzu. Like I don't even think you stocks off. You don't need stocks off Fumio. I'm pretty sure he's just dead if you go for Misuzu. Yeah. Anyways.
So even with like 6 in there, you think like chances are still very good.
Yeah, because Misuzu is how many instances of damage by herself? She's 8 instances of damage.
8.
Right?
7, right?
It's bird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and her swing is 8.
Well, the swing's gonna be
a side.
Gonna have to side. I think these are all level 3s here.
Are these all level 3s?
7.
Yeah.
Okay, 7. All right. 7 instances. So like, if he perfect cancels, he's still gonna take 1 instance. And that isn't necessarily going to be the 1 damage, right? And that's if he perfect cancels everything. I feel like you have a pretty good chance of like hitting him to a point where at least he can't clock comfortably to go for the finisher.
So for a finisher. After the Misuzu turn, it feels very. I guess in this scenario, it's not that bad.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
a lot of games where I'm playing and then I finish Misuzu and they survive.
But then do you die on the turn afterwards?
I think I die most of the time, but in the turns that I don't, it's just like crashing with like the 2 resonators and then like another card if I'm lucky, and then I feel like they just kind of like. Well, I mean, yeah, if I can have the 3/6, there's like. And I can survive, then that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times, the turn after Misuzu is like super chill, or because if your compression is not bad, then it's like very difficult for people to kill you. Especially since when you use the Misuzu, you decompress your stock, so they can't stock swap you. Because like usually like in this matchup, like they're trying to find a good opportunity to stock swap you, but if you just pull the trigger first, then their stock swap is like useless as well, right? And then
sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying, like, you should just pull the trigger. You have a gun, a very fat gun. You should use it.
I think for my mindset, I guess I should probably change like thinking about like ending the game with Misuzu and more like putting the opponent in a situation where they're just like in a really bad position and then potentially end the game after that. Then.
Yeah, you can think about that. So yeah, I think when you Misuzu, you should always be aware of like what your deck state is. Like I would not Misuzu with a bad deck state if I have the ability to fix the bad deck state, which Key usually has that ability, right? Because you have the double resonate, which don't need to go away. You have events to mill out. So like before I Misuzu, I would always make sure I'm in a good deck state so that like if the Misuzu doesn't kill, it's gonna be easy for me to cancel damage and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
And then that way you can just fire Misuzu without any worry. So that even if it doesn't kill, like you still should feel pretty confident that you have the game in the bag. I think maybe that's what you can work on, because like it seems like you're hesitant to fire Misuzu until you think you're going to get a kill. But rather than doing that, you should just fire Misuzu in a situation where you're comfortable firing it like regardless, right?
Yeah, because I usually don't like to pull the trigger if I feel like I'm not gonna kill.
Right.
If I'm in a position where I have to rely on like the burns, like the 5 through 7s, I feel very uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Trying
Okay, yeah. So I think that's something that you can definitely work on in practice, in terms of like, yeah, because like Johnny, I play Johnny a lot with the key matchup. He'll just do it, and then after he does it, sometimes I'll be like, bro, why are you 6 and 20 right now? He's just like, what? I only attack once. Like, my compression was 6 and 21 before this turn, and I attack once, and now I'm 6 and 20. I'm like, bro, I can't kill you.
And then he has no stock.
But it doesn't matter. Like, I can't kill him from 6 and 20, and then he just like, and then the next turn he'll just like do whatever he wants. What do you mean he has no stock? He has events. That deck just like generates stock.
I meant like he has no stock after.
to get stock swap with, I think.
Yeah, he's no stock.
Oh yeah, no stock to get stock swap. Yeah. And then if he wants to generate stock on his turn again, he can just like find events or something. Like I don't like that deck is just dumb because of that. Right?
Misuzu is like a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
The splash damage will.
It's a tactical nuke. Just fire it.
Yeah.
So I think you should work on like definitely doing that, and then also like understand that stock swap Fumio Misuzu is just like, it's just game ending. I'm pretty sure you kill people from like 2-0 with stock swap Fumio Misuzu. So like if you're ever in a situation where you do that, just like
So shotgun with stock swap Fumio, and then
if not, then just like make sure your compression is good before you attack, because again, you're only attacking once. So like at worst you will only trigger one climax. You can't trigger more than one climax on Misuzu turn. So however many climaxes are in your deck, you have a very high chance of keeping that many climaxes in your deck. So if your deck is compressed before your Misuzu turn, your deck is still going to be compressed after your Misuzu turn.
I see, that's true.
It's unlike other combos where like you attack a bunch and then if you like double trigger, you actually just lose the game. Misuzu can't double trigger, therefore you cannot lose to like bad final turn luck in terms of triggering. That's probably like the best part of Misuzu, by the way. Like, yeah. That's like so stupid.
And you pretty much always get it off of his setup because it's like you just side attacking your opponent.
Yeah, you just side and then get 7 instances of damage anyways because very funny. Yes. All right, this has gone on for quite a long time, but hopefully this was good. Hope you guys enjoy that. Any other questions about the matches, the games, anything else? We already looked at your deck list. Do you have any questions about your deck list? What do you call it? Ryan, like do you want me to go over your deck list, or do you feel like you're pretty?
Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
Or I guess mainly it's because I'm sure you already know about this, but I was considering adding like that 1-0 unquote anti-change as well. And I was wondering like if you feel like it's like really necessary, or if like it's not that.
Okay, Neil graciously sent me your deck list so I can take a look. Dude, you're on 3 Shiki. What the hell?
Oh yeah.
I mean, in what world do you play less than 4?
Yeah. That was something that Kelvin and Sean like kind of helped cook, I guess, because we replaced one Shiki with one extra of the top check, the 0-0 top checker.
The Yuiko, right?
Yeah,
that's fine. Why are you on?
Huh?
But why are you on 3 of this? This should be the third of this should be Shiki, I think.
I feel like that card is way too like. I feel like that card is like probably one of the best like level 0s in key. And then,
it's good, but like it's not like it's a utility card. It's like not 3 card good. This is a 500 power attacker. Like,
but I can like filter hand with clock and salvage. I feel like it's
yeah, but like it's like this also gets you this, right? Like Shiki is just really important to make sure that you have like a good early game, and she's also just like pretty relevant in mid game as well. Whereas like with this card, like you can just hold like 1 to always have it, and like for a utility card like this, like redundant copies doesn't really get you much. Like you run 2 of this, like this will also get you this, right?
That's true.
It's just like, but like, cause like if you don't run 4 Shiki, there's like good chance that you don't see it at level 0, and if you don't see this at level 0, I feel like your level 0 game is like so much worse than it could be. Like you could definitely have like a really strong level 0 game if you just have 4 Shiki.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because this one, it's like you have so many more opportunities to find it. Okay, you said something about level 0. You were there's a card that you wanted to play at level 0. What was it?
It was level 1. It's the red I forgot her name. The from Charlotte. It was like the one.
Oh, the Yusa counter.
Yeah, Yusa.
The pay 2 counter, dude. That counter is garbage.
I see.
Like the counter changes the thing that they attack with into a 0. So they still get the attack, and they actually get an extra stock. So you pay 2 stock to give your opponent an extra stock.
But if you use it on the non-attacker, it becomes neutral, right? Like,
yeah, but there's no. But like, in what world are they going to not attack with the higher level thing first?
Can you pull up that card?
Oh, that's true.
Let me pull it up. It's this one.
That's true. That's a good.
Cause like it's only good against like maybe Alice.
20th anniversary.
Yeah, it's like maybe good against Alice.
The idea was for Alice, actually.
But like, you're still.
I guess you don't care that much.
Like, yeah, you just don't care that much, man. Like, you lose a card in hand. You pay 2 stock for them to get 1 stock. And I guess you do probably win that lane. If it's like a 0, like if they summon a 0 and like you have a 1/0, so you like probably win that lane. But I don't know. It doesn't feel that valuable. Yeah, I don't know. And it's also like as a one of like, it's gonna be kind of hard to sculpt for as well. Like you just have more important things to do with your time and resources than play this card.
That makes sense.
I think like if your combo, so I actually don't dislike cards like this, but only in decks where your combo is a search or a salvage. In which case you could like search this or salvage this and then like and threaten it, right? Then it's way better. So like for example in Azure Lane, the Shimakaze combo is it's like a single lane fever search. So I play 2 copies of Kashino. So like the idea is like I'll hit myself to level 1 first. I'll triple Shimakaze or double Shimakaze. I'll search this, and then if they Alice me, they have to side all my Shimakazes. Right. Then it's like way better because like that's like a line of play I can always go for, and I can guarantee it. But like in a deck where your combo doesn't search or salvage to like grab this, and ideally search, right? Because like you can't even guarantee that this would be in your waiting room on first deck, but it's like probably gonna be your deck on first deck. So like search is way better for this. And then like yeah, but if you can't even search or salvage this, then like it's not gonna come up when it's relevant, and then it's just like not a good card.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have one last question.
Sure.
You said that Shiki was also relevant in the mid game. Can you tell me like how you would use her in the mid game? Because I feel like past like early game, I try to like get rid of her usually.
Yeah. So the way she's good in mid game is, so turn 0, turn 1, you're playing your zeros, right? Level turn 2, turn 3. Turn 1, turn 2, you're playing your level 0 game. Turn 2, turn 3, you do combo, and then at some point your opponent is going to kill your combo, right? And if you can't loop your combo, you're gonna play shitters. Like you're probably gonna play these girls, like 500 power, whatever. You play shitters, and then and they probably have the crash lanes or whatever. After you play shitters and crash, your opponent's gonna see some empty lanes, and they're gonna be like, "Great, I could use these empty lanes to play some utility cards to like get myself out of deck state or like climax up or do whatever." And then once they commit their utility cards, those are just free filters for you with Shiki. I see. So it just de-incentivizes your opponent to play cards that like can help give them utility and advantage, because you can take advantage of them as well. Or it just makes it so that like you can take advantage of what they're doing. Yeah.
Just how the game flows.
Yeah. Because that's just kind of like ebb and flow of the game, right? Like that's why Shiki is like such a good card even in mid game. It's because like anytime I commit like a utility card to front row, I basically give you the option to get a reverse on that to filter yourself as well. So like my utility becomes your utility.
That's I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
But,
and then because you're running Yuiko, you can always just like Yuiko for the Shiki too. So like you can like there's like so many ways for you, like this like Yuiko for Shiki and Shiki reverse is like a double filter. So that could like get 2 climaxes out of your hand for 2 actual playables in your waiting room.
That's a cool way to think. Actually, you think about how your deck is going to go. Like how is your field going to look, and then what your opponent would do in response to your field, and take advantage of that.
Yeah, definitely. Unless the opponent is well, I guess that's not entirely true.
Even if they are in the know, it's like, are they gonna not play their utility?
Yeah, right.
Like,
or are they gonna play over the utility just to deny you the Shiki reverse that you may or may not even present? Like some decks, like if your opponent's like overhand, and they're like on top of it, then they'll play over their utility. But a lot of times their opponent's not gonna be overhand. At which case it's like, would they really take the -1 just to deny you a filter? It's like probably not worth it, right? But maybe it is. Like so that's why like if you're really like min-maxing the game, you're like considering all these things. But in general, like they're not. It's like not something to worry about too much. But it will happen. Like you will be able to in mid game get reverses, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very good to know, and then that brings a new layer of thought to how I should approach games as well. So definitely a good takeaway.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, no problem. And then of course, like the one of this is really good. And then yeah, I think the rest of the list looks fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Oh, that was 2 hours. God. that was really fun though. I had a good time. All right. Before we leave, if you guys want to go ahead and plug yourselves, Alex. I mean, you plugged yourself last time. I'll go ahead and pull up your Twitter again as per usual. Go ahead and follow this lovely gentleman.
Yes. _AlexBGC_. Also, I didn't do it last time, but you should, if you play Weiss and Davis, go to UC Davis. You should join our Discord server. I don't know how to plug that. I guess I could give the link.
Yeah, or like put it on your Twitter or something, whatever.
Yes.
Wait, are you gonna be at Fresno, by the way, for the Pokemon?
I am not.
Okay.
I used to play Pokemon.
I see. Oh, VGC.
It was a while.
I see.
You're
okay.
You're a big name. Holy shit.
No, it was in the senior division. I made qualified for Worlds.
Oh yeah.
In VGC in the yeah.
That
was fun. But now White Schwartz, baby. All the way.
Very cool. Okay, and then Ryan, do you have anything you want to plug?
I unfortunately.
All right, no worries.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's it for this one. We will have at least one more VOD review with the HOL Life player from Bay Area, Kelvin.
And that was spicy.
Yeah, hopefully Alex, you can join us for that one as well. I'll figure out when to do that. Might be tomorrow, might be next week, because I'll be in Vancouver starting Thursday. So there's that.
Sorry, very quick question. Are you gonna is the TRV versus HOL matchup gonna get VOD reviewed?
If Carter wants to, I can do it. Otherwise, if Carter doesn't want to, I could just do it with Alex if Alex wants it.
It's possible.
So, yeah, but that'll probably definitely be like next week. I don't want to think about it for this week because after Thursday I just won't have time, or after tomorrow I won't have time. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, that's it. See you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye.